starting take one, Friday 29 April. This is Hereford Street, so just one street over from my street and just one block down. This large character building here was previously some kind of private tertiary institution training somebody. As you see, a large part of the brick walls just come out there. I will zoom in so you can get a closer look. Yeah, notice the diagonal cracks running. When you get diagonal cracks in a brick building, that's serious. If the crack goes straight down, that's less serious. Supposedly. Here's a shot from another angle about 5 metres away. And again, you can see the detail of the diagonal cracking. So, I think you'll find that this vehicle, this building, unless they want to put an awful lot of money into it, will be condemned. As structural damage of that nature is just not economic to repair. This is shot 3, this is Beaufort House, this is on the corner of Lackland Square and Hereford Street. I'm at Hereford Street. It's a historic listed building, class 2. As you see, it's and I do apologise for my location here. I'm connected to the car with an extension cord. They've actually put a sign of their own on the gate. You can't quite make out there, but it says, "Please do not demolish," or it's that effect. As you see, it's got quite a bit of damage to it. Perhaps less of those. Oh, there's some diagonal cracks there, but they're certainly hoping to restore it. I believe that trades as a restaurant and function centre for weddings and that. The garage, which is in shade at the moment, as you see, the entire side wall's fallen out. There's some wooden panelling there. I believe that may be a temporary wall they've put up on the inside. Possibly it's an internal wall. As you see, the entire side wall's gone. Okay, I've repositioned the car 50 metres down the road. As you see, the entire side wall of this house seems to have fallen out. And looks like they've put bracing in there to stop the... Well, they don't want the entire house to fall down. So, it looks like at least the outer half of the wall have stuck brick. There's a house next door here, and then this house here, I do apologise for the backlighting, which I will repositioned by pushing the car about 5-10 metres down the road. I'm filming from inside the car because without a large lens hood attachment there is a lot of sun going straight in the camera at the moment, just the angle of the sun, which is approximately right over there if it wasn't for the car roof. Now this attracted my attention. As you can see, the crack all the way down the side there. This house almost certainly condemned, and that's probably why that single-storey house there is also red stickered, not allowed to be occupied at the moment. When I was looking at this yesterday, I also noticed a lot of standing up close to the wire fence. You see cracks over there. I'm actually standing on the white line on Hereford Street. You wouldn't have been able to do this before February the 22nd. The road is of course blocked up there. You can't get through to Lackland Square as such. Just show you the security fence there. So this is one of Christchurch Central's main streets. Okay, so standing on the white line, which is as far as the extension cord will let me reach, because we're operating off mains power through an inverter through the cigarette lighter socket of the car's 12 volt system. And I hope it'll show up that you'll get some close-ups of some cracks. They're visible to the naked eye. There we go. And across over there. Oop, too far. Yeah, like that. Some sightseers have just run over my extension cord. Okay, here we are in Hereford Street. This being the blue texture building. Many sightseers here today, quite a number. That's the location of the CTV building, which collapsed, killing over 100 people. And just the elevator tower part of it is still remaining. Now if I can, I'm sorry about security fencing, it's very fenced off around here. So that's the remains of the elevator tower. That's the only part of the building that stood standing. 7 stories. Modernish building just collapsed. CTV was housed there, King's Language School and a medical clinic. So I'm standing on Casual Street looking to the northwest. Blackwall Motors is there, as well as the sun. As you see, there are some workmen doing something, apparently. Not quite sure what. That's the newly built tax department building. It took many years to be built. The foundations went down very deep. I was watching it being built for several years. Okay, what we have here is the remains of the Trinity Pacific Church. It was slightly damaged in the September earthquake, and the damage was so bad in the later earthquake, slightly damaged in the first earthquake, and so severely damaged in February that it had to be demolished. Just 2 remaining palm trees, Trachycarpus fortunei. It was sort of, well, it was famous to me for having a row of them out front. Obviously only 2 survived. There were 2 apparently crushed by falling masonry. Just the foundations here you can see, huge, very thick foundations. Certainly I've walked past this building and the CTV building many times. This is actually Midland Street, one of the busiest streets in Christchurch, normally one-way street going north, one of the absolute main thoroughfares. As you see, apart from a couple of service vehicles, there's nothing. That church hall in the background, I believe, is Trinity, and I believe they're holding services there. More sightseers. This is what the foundations of a great old church look like. That's all that's left of it. Unable to be saved. I don't know what the church was initially. The Samoan Pacific have had it for quite some years. It might have originally been an Anglican. A great historic church, totally gone. Nothing left, nothing to be salvaged. And some dudes up doing something. What have they got? Let's zoom in and have a look. Oh, they've got a fancy camera. I don't know where they're from. Similar to what I've got. Okay, I've relocated, standing on these concrete blocks. Those that I talked earlier. Slightly better angle. Not a nice tripod, as people next to me have. the over the top of the security fence there. A lot of wind noise, which you can enjoy later. Wind's coming and going. Not visible from this angle is the Grand Chancellor Hotel, which will need to be demolished, 26 stories. Turning around, we then have a camera operator in shot. It's not good. And there are the foundations of the church. This angle, that's the top of the Grand Chancellor Hotel there. 26 stories, built in 1991, buggered already. I wonder what architect got paid a few $1 million to do that. Certainly wasn't me. And unfortunately the drop zone is so large all around it that there's, well, not quite one city block all the way around it, but a lot of buildings around it are required to be vacant, simply because of the possibility that it could collapse in an aftershock. So it's cost surrounding shopkeepers and road users and whatever a great deal of aggravation. Why did they build it so high in the first place? Okay, this is the electrical shop at, not quite sure, it might be 323 Cashel Street or whatever. It's been abandoned for years since the owner died, and I'll try to get it from a better angle from the liquor store car park next door. But major damage. The building's clearly going to be condemned. I really just wanted to give a frontage, and I'll go and take my shots from the other side. Okay, this is the side view. I'm sneaking into the mill, liquor store and restaurant car park here. As you see, the entire sidewall's fallen out of that building. Taken out the points with it by the looks. Let's go in for a closer look. Closer look at what devastation looks like, I guess. Not much else to see really, not much left. The building was largely abandoned since the old guy died. I haven't told it was an electrical shop. It was half full of junk and rubbish. It's curious to note it is only a single-storey building, and it does have an iron roof, but that didn't stop this entire side wall falling out. And this car park was also used closer to the time of the February earthquake. Civil Defence had a whatever, disciplinary tent set up there with representatives of Centrelink and other people, Red Cross. This site being right on the corner of Cashel Street and Fitzgerald Ave. That part of Cashel Street is open, which is why you can see traffic going down that from time to time. And just earlier I was located just beyond where that shrubs and that piece of fence is. That's where I was parked to get a view of the frontage, that being the frontage over that way. Okay, here we go with the car wrapping in the background. This is Hereford Street, just one block over exactly from my place. And here's another case of a character house. It's mostly wood construction. One brick wall down one side, obviously designated as a firewall, and the entire brick wall's fallen out. The house is therefore a write-off. The wooden part of the house remains standing, no problems at all.